Welcome to ParkTV Sports 16, and we're broadcasting from Dakota Park in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, and we're bringing you round one of the Section 6 Quadruple A Boys Varsity Baseball. St. Louis Park hosting Washburn. I'm Robert Christensen, along with Court Ryan, here to bring you the play-by-play and the color of this great playoff game. Court?
Hi, everybody.
So, Court, do you have any thoughts about this matchup tonight?
They're like I always tell my son, anything is possible. They're teenagers.
So who's your son?
The left fielder, Brent Ryan.
Okay, so Brent Ryan, that's right. Okay, so he's playing left field, but we're going to give an unbiased, sort of biased commentary.
Always unbiased.
Okay, so no errors by the left fielder for the Orioles tonight, that's for sure.
Hopefully I didn't jinx him.
No, let's hope not. Well, what do you think about this Oriole team? I've seen them twice, and I noticed maybe a little bit of a pattern that late innings they tend to let things slighten away. And what do you think that is? You obviously, your son plays for them, and you know them a lot better than I do.
I think just finishing games, staying focused through all 7 innings has been a challenge for them. Pitching gets tight down. They have strong performances starting out the game, and then things just kind of get tight.
All right, well, we're about to begin, and the first pitch from Riley Dvorak hits the batter, and I'll bring that to you in just a second here. The batter for
left fielder,
just a minute.
Carter Wentland.
Let's see, it was number 2 for Washburn, and that was Will Harlow. So Will Harlow is on first base. We're just in the first inning here.
Bradley takes a little bit to get warmed up. It's kind of been his MO throughout the season.
Is he a normal starting pitcher? Is he kind of in a, I don't know how it's a rotation.
Yeah, it's kind of been a rotation this year with the, the state high school league changing to a pitch count. I think coaches have had to get really creative.
I see. I'd like to know a little bit more about that. I'm unaware of that. Okay, there's a bunt. Okay, there's a bunt by the number 2 for Washburn. That's Carter Willenhyatt, and he gets a base hit. Or no, he is forced out at first, so that advances Harlow to second. So we have 1 out.
Test, can you hear Court?
Yes. And that brings up the left-handed Jake Garrison, number 1. He is the second baseman, and the first pitch from Dvorak is a ball. So 1-0 to Harrison. From the stretch, and he hits it to right center and going back, and the catch is made nicely by the right fielder for Sam Hunt. And I noticed when I saw Sam play, he can play everywhere. Didn't he play little third? Then he came in and pitched for a minute?
Yeah,
center fielder, number 6,
has been our catcher for most of the season.
Okay.
Luke Mobley being a junior who's behind the plate, a little bit more. Yep, no problem.
All right. Well, we're going to get that fixed. Court Ryan here, the father of the left fielder. We're having a little technical difficulty, but we're going to get him back in here. We certainly value his insights. So for now, you got me, and we got 1 out here, 2 outs here in the top of the first, and up to the plate is number 6 for Washburn. That is Sean King. He's a senior outfielder. And there is the runner. The leadoff runner was hit by a pitch. He's made it all the way to third base. And now Sean King with a 3-0 count. Riley Dvorak with the delivery from the stretch, and a nice pitch by Dvorak. Swing and a miss. So 3-1. Still a hitter's pitch here, but 2 outs. Runner on third. The pitch inside, and he lets him go to first, so that's a walk. Nothing really hurt there for the Orioles. If anything, it adds to their possibilities of an easier out on a ground ball.
7,
I can hear you. Yep. Not as well. We're just working out the difficulties here. So now comes up left-handed hitter Alan Schwab. And that first pitch is the ball from Riley Dvorak. So runners on first and third, and he checks the runner at first. That's a dangerous pickoff move in case the ball goes awry. The guy from third, Hovland, Harlow, I should say, could take home. So are you back here, Ryan? Court?
That's all right.
There we go.
Everybody gets that
I
confused.
bet they do, because they're both first names. There were no Ryans when I was born. Now Ryan's, it was just a good Irish last name. So we have first and third here. Dvorak trying to get out of a little bit of a jam and swung on, fouled back. It's the left-handed hitter, Aiden Schwob for Minneapolis Washburn. One thing I noticed, Court, was St. Louis Park has a losing record. Washburn, I think, is 14-5, yet the Orioles are the number 4 seed. So they must have a tougher schedule than the Washburn, I'm thinking.
You know, I'm not quite sure how it all plays out in this section. St. Louis Park had a nice win this year against number 1 ranked Wayzata. So I don't know if that carried a lot of weight.
I would think it would.
For the Millers in the top of the first, no runs, no hits, no errors. and
Yeah, you're not
2 runners
privy
left
to
on
that, but
base.
I'd have to
Second
imagine that the
defense
Metro
for
West
Minneapolis
Conference might be a little
Washburn.
tougher than what
Infield,
the
first
conference
baseman
Washburn
number
plays in.
7, Aiden Schwarb. Second baseman 11, Jake
Okay, so that was
Jansen.
a nice
Shortstop, 2,
Riley
Will
Dvorak got
Harlow.
out of that
And
inning.
Third base number 1, Wyatt DeYoung. In the outfield, the left fielder is number 12, Carter Wentland. Center fielder 6, Sean
So we got
King.
new
And in
stuff.
right
Good.
field, number 22, John Ario. The battery for the Millers, the catcher, number 5, Jack Beasley. On the mound, number 4,
Sorry, we'll see
Jack
you later.
Carlson.
Well, I can hear you now.
Okay. Oh, you couldn't hear me before.
I couldn't hear you before.
All right. Oh, there's still something to fix after this inning? Okay, we'll do that.
How's it sounding now, guys?
You can't hear Court at all? But Court now, but okay. Yep, so there's the lineup for Washburn, who did start off in the first half of the top of the first, and that was Will Harlow. Got hit by a pitch by Raleigh Dvorak, but he got stranded on third, so no harm for the Orioles, despite that first rough start with the batters. So coming up for the St. Louis Park Orioles will be Connor Cornell, number 14. He's playing first base. He'll be leading off, followed by the center fielder, the dangerous
Leading off
Johnny
for St. Louis
Sorensen.
Park in the bottom of the
Batting
first.
third will be the pitcher,
First
Riley
baseman,
Dvorak,
number 14,
followed by
Connor
Julian
Cornell.
Shaddle. If you haven't seen Julian Shaddle pitch or hit, it is a treat to watch that guy hit. Next is Luke Mobley. I can hear you. And Connor Cornell steps in and he takes strike 1. Pitching for Washburn tonight is Jack Carlson. Not the North Star. And he throws a nice curveball in there. Strike 2, off to a good start. Connor Cornell looking at 0-2 here. Big, tall kid, first baseman for St. Louis Park. And that ball is low, ball 1. So 1-2. So you're not part of this yet. Okay. And that ball swung right back to the pitcher. Jack Carlson does a nice job fielding that over to first base. So Cornell is out,
Batting
1-3.
second, center fielder, number 1, Johnny
And that brings up
Sorensen.
Johnny Sorensen. He's a fun player to watch as well, isn't he? Is he a senior?
He's a junior.
He's a junior.
We have 2 seniors on the starting lineup.
Okay, oh yeah. So in steps Johnny Sorensen, junior center fielder. And he takes ball 1 outside. Oh, that was a strike? Yikes. Well, I'm not in the best angle, can I see? That's true. I have to admit that. That looked outside, but I'm not in a good position. Let's see. That ball's in the dirt, so that's ball 1. So 1-1 to Sorensen. No wind here today. It's virtually still. Really nice temperature to play baseball. That ball is outside. So Jack Carlson Yeah, the outfield is in. I've noticed that as well. And Johnny can hit it, so I'm not sure what the scouting report is there. And he grounds it to the first baseman, and he shoves it over to Jack Carlson. Nice play there by the first baseman and the pitcher to record the second out.
Pitcher number 20, Riley Dvorak.
And Riley Dvorak, the pitcher, number 3 hitter with 2 outs, trying to get something started here. He'll be followed if he reaches by Julian. Is it Shadle or Shadle? And he, what year is he? He's a senior. I'm not surprised. I saw him for the first time against Benilde, and I thought that guy he's got a great swing. So that's in the dirt, so 2-0 to Riley Dvorak. He's capable of hitting a home run, isn't he? Looks like it.
Let's go, Jackie.
So now it's 3-0 to Riley Dvorak. I think he'd be taking on this pitch. And it's ball 4 inside, so a 2-out walk, and that brings up the dangerous Julian Shadle. I was just informed he's going to be playing at Minnesota Morris, Division II college, and he is fun to watch hit, this guy. Number 6, open stance, and he can really hit it. So Jack Carlson with 2 outs, runner on first. He checks the runner, Dvorak, and he's going to try to take second, and he's going to make it standing up. So now Julian Shadle has a runner in scoring position on second base. All right, here is the first pitch to Shadle, the number 4 hitter, and that is high, ball 1. 0-1 to count here. There's Jack Carlson, Julian Shadle. And the pitch, and that is swung on and hit sharply. Nice grab by the shortstop, and the easy throw over to first to record the 3rd out. Nice play by Washburn, and that'll retire the side. So after 1 full inning of play, 0-0 from Dakota Park.
No hits, no errors.
If I say heads up, what does that mean to you? It means be aware, be alert. Be prepared to prevent something bad from happening, like a concussion. Most concussions are preventable if you make the effort. Wear a helmet when you bike, wear a seatbelt when you're in the car, and always be aware and be safe. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. You want to prevent a concussion? It's time to be heads up.
Welcome back to Dakota Park. We're joining the top of the 2nd in progress, and you just saw number 26 for Washburn, Clark Amon, strikeout by Riley Dvorak.
Nice inside pitch by Riley. I'm back, guys.
This is Court Ryan. I'm Robert Christensen. This is ParkTV Sports 16, bringing you first round playoffs in 6 quadruple A varsity boys baseball. And we've got a good matchup. The number 4 seed Orioles are taking on Washburn of Minneapolis, and it's 0-0 here. Top of the 2nd inning, 1 out to Washburn, and Riley Dvorak is pitching, and I think he's settled down after that first hitter.
Settled down. Riley, historically takes an inning, half an inning to get warmed up, Robert.
Yep, and you can really see that. And I don't. That would be normal for just any human being. I think you got to get out there and shake off the cobwebs. Get used to your environment. So now we've got 1 ball, 2 strikes. Up to bat for Washburn is John Orio. With 1 out here, top of the 2nd. And he is facing a tough 1-2 pitch, and that is thrown, and fair ball picked up nicely.
Ooh.
I would give that a base hit. Infield base hit, number 7 for the St. Louis Park is Shea Pekarek. Oh, that was called foul.
Yeah, that was a foul ball. Shea Pekarik's playing third base.
Yeah, Shea Pekarek's at third.
Yep, they called it a foul ball.
Huh.
From our angle, it looked fair, but, you know, what do we know?
Well, we're not on the line, are we? So.
Please return foul balls to the game.
But do you think that was really fair or not?
You know, from my angle, it looked fair, but what, you know, like I said, what do I know?
The angle's everything.
It's tough. We're not on home plate, so we're kind of behind home plate.
And to the left, but.
Yeah.
Okay, so up to bat now still is number 22.
2-2 count.
Joe Arroyo, yep, 2-2, 1 out, nobody on. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. Although there looks like there's a gap in right center. Well, they're playing him pretty straight away. The center fielder's right, dead center. And swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Dvorak, strikes out Arroyo. So that's 2 out here in the top of the second.
Catcher, number 5.
Yeah, he has settled down now. He looks like he's feeling comfortable out there, Court.
Yeah, once Riley gets going and he finds his breaking ball, I think he'll settle in nicely.
So that'll bring up Jackson Beasley as he ties his shoe.
What a perfect night for baseball, huh?
I think it really is. The sun's not out, but there's no wind. Temperature's just about perfect, about 60 degrees. Nice night out. No rain, really. Heavy clouds, but no rain. And that ball is hit well, but right to the center fielder, Sorensen. He makes the put out. So another 1-2-3 inning, or the first 1-2-3 inning for Dvorak, and they will come up at the bottom of the second, score tied 0-0.
Johnny Sorensen making it look easy again. He's had a heck of a year in center field. He's saved a lot of runs for St. Louis Park.
So he's like the Byron Buxton of...
Yeah, the lefty Byron Buxton. Not as fast, but, you know,
yeah, of course.
He's got a nice break on just about every ball.
So who are the 2 seniors on this year's team?
Well, playing right now, Connor Cornell, and he's going to be playing at St. Mary's down in, I believe, Winona.
All right.
And Julian Shadle.
All right. And your son is the left fielder, and what year is he?
Brent is a junior.
So that's all right. So he's going to be around for another year. That's good.
So
this team has some potential, I think, going forward.
Yes.
I saw them for the first time against Benilde, and I don't know who that left-handed pitcher was, but boy, did he impress me.
Yeah, Leon Savanish, and I think that was only his second time pitching all season, and he just had a breakout game. You know,
really, you hadn't seen that before. I mean, he looked like Frank Viola out there.
No, I think he pitched the part of the first game of the season against De La Salle, and you know, his off speed was working, and you know, I think
it really was.
You know, once Benilde got up there and saw him for 3 or 4 times, they figured him out. You know, hence.
Yeah, it was Brent Burns, I think his name was. He hit that one
deep, gone.
It was
deep
gone. But you know, the wind had died down. That was a weird weather game. It started out very swirly. It was very cold, and we knew the system was coming in. And then by the second half of the game, because I didn't think anybody was going to hit a home run, that wind was coming in from the outfield, and then it died down. And then Brent, I think his name was Brent Burns. I can't remember for sure. Yeah, he crushed one to left field.
He hit it over Brent Ryan. There was no catching that one.
No, they still had a 2-run lead though, but the momentum had changed. It was senior night. They were at home.
Yeah.
And
it was a slow game. Very odd game. I think the ump lost track of the count on.
I do remember that.
Yes.
Or the scoreboard person lost count.
No,
yeah,
the ump did. He wasn't sure if it was a full count, but it was ball 4.
Okay, so now we start the bottom of the second, and up to bat is number 7. That's Shea Pekarek, and he grounds it to third, and the throw over. Nice play by that young man for Washburn over there. Number 1 is Wyatt DeYoung, Jr.
Number 23,
Nice throw over there by that kid. Okay, so 1 out, and that brings up the catcher, Luke Mobley. He's a tall kid. There's some height on this Oriole team.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting? Most of these kids have played baseball together and hockey. All of them play on the varsity.
None of them are basketball players, huh?
Connor Cornell is the only basketball player in the lineup.
Well, when I played high school sports, hockey did go with baseball more.
Yes. Yep.
If you were good at hockey, you were good at baseball. But these kids are taller than when I played. Holy smokes. All right, ball in the dirt. So
And
1
thicker.
and 1. Yeah, well, it's evolution. Their kids will be bigger.
Yeah. That happens.
It does. All right, so it's 1 and 1 to Luke Mobley. And these teams did not meet each other in the regular season. And Jack Carlson, the pitch on away, curveball, and he tried to check his swing, but it's called a strike. So 1 and 2 to Mobley here.
Yeah, no real scouting report for either of these teams.
Nope, trying to get on for number 3, Brent Ryan. And that ball is in the dirt, 2 and 2.
Got a nice crowd over here on both sides of the.
Yeah, it's just, I think so. Washburn has some good support as well. It's good to see that.
Yep. Got some fans in the outfield.
Oh yeah, I see them out there. All right.
Tough play to third.
Rebel Rousers out there. Okay, and there's another nice, that third baseman, he's not the biggest kid in the world, but boy, he is nice. Does a nice job over there.
Yep.
Although those balls were hit right to him, but that's, I
Still
used
got to
to
make the play.
You got to make that throw. That is a daunting throw from third base. Nice play by that young man. So his name is Wyatt DeYoung. So now Brent Ryan is up, left fielder with 2 outs, nobody on, trying to get something going, and that first pitch is called a strike. So is he a pull hitter, Court?
You know,
Is your son? What can you tell us about, what's the scouting report on your son?
You know, he seems to be hitting the ball to the right side of the field.
All right, well there,
That
just went right back to the pitcher, so he grounds out to the pitcher, and after 2, it's 0-0.
For the Orioles on the bottom of the
Yeah, you were gonna say,
no runs.
Yeah, no,
no
he's
no errors,
this season.
and
I mean,
nobody
it's
left on
we
base.
found that the umps have been calling a lot of outside strikes, so the kids are kind of forced to hit to the right side of the field. It's been very rare where we've had umps calling inside balls, so we're seeing a lot of outside balls hit to the right side of the field more than the left side, which has been really, you know.
So the strike zone in the Metro West Conference has slanted to the outside.
The outside. So
You know, that's interesting that you say that, but yeah, go ahead.
No, it is up and down the lineup, and you know, so the kids, I think they were struggling with that in the beginning of the season, and they realized, you know, that's where the strikes are going to be called, so they got to go with the pitch. Otherwise, it's going to be a third strike, and you're out.
Yeah, and I was broadcasting the St. Louis Park Orioles softball first round sectional yesterday, and while my position was off center home plate, we had a camera in the outfield, and he was calling balls that were way outside the plate. And so when you said that, that resonated with me because, and I was explaining that, you know, he was consistent at least. So in any game, you got to learn the strike zone of the umpire, and you have to adjust because they're not going to change.
No, I think that's kind of been a little bit of an issue for both sides because I usually sit, you know, pretty close to behind home plate, and at least it's consistent for both teams. But you know,
still, if it's not over the plate, it's not over the plate.
It's not over the plate, and I think you're taking away the bat from the kids. And I know they're trying to move things along because of this, the new pitch count.
Oh, so you think there's a theory behind this?
Possibly. You know, I mean, if I were to speculate.
Right. There'll be no memos probably on it, but. All right, so stepping in for Washburn is number 4, the pitcher, Jack Carlson. He's off to a good start. Both pitchers have given up no hits, so he faces Riley Dvorak, and Riley Dvorak throws a nice fastball there, so 1-1 to Jack Carlson. Yeah, Dvorak looks really comfortable right now. Pitch.
Charge it.
To Pekarik, and he fields it nicely, and the throw over to Cornell, and that records the out. So 1 out here, top of the 3rd.
Will Harlow.
Starting out like a pitcher's duel, Court.
Yeah, game's moving along quickly. We haven't had a lot of quick games this year.
Yeah, the 2 I've seen, the one at Benilde went at least 2.5 hours. Okay, so now who's stepping in here is number 2, top of the order now, Will Harlow. He got hit by the pitch to start the game, and he takes inside ball 1 from Dvorak. Outfield playing fairly straight away. Right fielder might be shaded towards center just a little. That might explain Washburn having that right fielder over to the right side last inning. Just that the strike zone might be tending to the outside. Okay, so 1-1 here to Harlow. And that looked like a nice pitch to me. That was
Really
a curveball,
nice.
wasn't it?
Yep,
Yeah, that
nice
was a nice
curveball by
curveball. Brought
Riley.
that right in there. So 1-2 to Will Harlow. And that ball is a little high at eye level, and he's seeing eye. Ground ball gets between the shortstop and Pekarik. So base runner Harlow
Wetland.
with 1 out, and that brings up number 12 for Washburn. That's Carter Wentland. So Dvorak will pitch from the stretch with the runner on first. And they quickly throw over to him.
Yeah, St. Louis Park has to make a big adjustment when Riley Dvorak is pitching. We move who normally, Jacob Stillman normally plays third base.
That's right, I remember Stillman. He has the hoodie, he likes to wear the hoodie.
Actually, that was my son.
Oh, that was your son that had the hoodie? And they let him get away with it at Benil, but
not against Kennedy.
Yes, well, I don't know
Yes.
if there's anything to get away with. That
No,
might be the wrong
I
choice
know,
of words.
Well,
But they made him tuck it in at the
Yeah.
last one. So that was your son, yeah, but it was
that
cold. I mean,
yeah,
it was good.
It was cold, but Jacob's a solid infielder. But that's nevertheless that's a big change. So Jacob slides over to shortstop, and we bring in Shea Pekarik, who's at third right now, normally plays second base. So we got Luke Boyan playing second base now.
And he came in at right field last game, I think, when your right fielder got hurt. Or did he not get hurt?
The right fielder got hurt. Yeah, Jack Elias blew his shoulder out.
Yeah, I saw that. That did not look good. Okay.
No, he has unfortunately.
What was the diagnosis there in the
Well,
end?
his shoulder has come out already 3 times.
I had a feeling he had experience with it.
Yes, and he was 1 dive away from
Another one.
Another one.
That ball is swung on by number 12, Carter Wentland. So it's 2-1 to him, 1 out. Harlow on first. Yeah, and he really went hard for that ball.
Yeah, it's too bad. He's another senior. I forgot about Jack. He's another senior on the team.
So he's done for the year.
He's done for the season. Yep, unfortunately.
And I think he had the ball in his glove, and it did pop out right at the last second. That ball swung on, fouled off to the right. So 2-2 to Wentland.
Yeah, that's kind of where things went sideways in that Benilde game. We had that long delay.
Yep.
Benilde was down by a number of runs, and that
took the momentum maybe
yes,
away.
Yep.
And it made the manager for the Orioles have to start to move people around a little bit, and they were cruising, the Orioles were. Cruising. Nice pitch there, caught the inside corner.
I haven't seen that called third strike in a
No,
while.
I mean, I thought it might have been a little low, but it was a good pitch. And with 2 strikes, you got to be protecting the plate. The one thing I've noticed, I don't know, maybe it's generational or maybe it's just the small sample size I've seen. I don't see the players like protecting with 2 strikes. Boy, it was when I played baseball. If you looked at a third strike, it was shame, shame, shame coming back to the. You didn't want to walk back to the dugout.
No, I agree, Robert.
I see more of that though.
It's just not as aggressive. I don't know if it's. I'm not quite sure what that is.
And maybe my observation's off too, but I mean, even at the pro level, I've seen Joe Mauer look at a few third strikes here, and when it's close, you got to swing.
Yeah, I was at the Twins game during that controversial call when things went sideways for the Twins.
Yep, I remember that, yeah. And Joe never argued the call, but he argued that one. I was glad to see him do it, actually.
He wasn't happy. It was a bad call.
It was a bad call.
Yes.
As was...
Because I was actually behind home plate.
Yeah.
It was a bad call.
Yeah, there you go.
It happens at all levels.
Yep, so, okay, Washburn is retired. It's a pitcher's duel here. We're going to go to the bottom of the 3rd. There's only 1 hit in the game by Washburn in the last inning. And coming up to bat for the Orioles, who is that, Court?
Jacob Stillman, number 0, a.k.a. we call him the Rabbi.
The Rabbi, all right. Stillman, the Rabbi, is playing shortstop. I love that. Love that nickname. So, all right, he's a left-handed hitter, isn't he? Or
No,
is he
he's a righty.
right-handed? He's a good player. I remember him.
He's just very calm. He's nothing really seems to phase Jacob, and great kid.
Yep. And he's a junior as well?
He's a junior as well. Yep.
So there's high hopes for next year, it sounds like. You have a lot of experienced seniors next year.
Yep.
And is the left-handed pitcher, what's his name again? Liam?
Liam Savanich.
Savanich. And he's not playing tonight right now anywhere, huh? Is he just a pitcher? What's his deal?
He's just a pitcher. And like I said, that was only his second time pitching all season. So
it was amazing what I thought I saw.
Yeah, he's just got a quirky left-handed delivery, and it confused a lot of the hitters. That off-speed pitch was on fire.
Yeah, it was. He was like Barrios for the Twins in his. I don't know if you saw that game against Cleveland. He was dropping everything in for strikes. Okay, so here we start out the bottom of the third. Jack Carlson cruising, and he gives up a big hit. That's going to burn that left fielder, and that is off the wall
Only
on the warning track. And Stillman, what a swing that kid has. And he's got some power, but it's all about timing, isn't it?
He's got some pop. I knew sooner or later when they were playing, this team hits the ball. Against Jefferson, St. Louis Park had 17 hits, and they can hit.
Yeah, that ball was well struck by Stillman. So leadoff stand-up double to left center, and now it's
the outfield is adjusted. They're back now. Luke Boyum is up.
Well, I do think their conference is weaker than this one, and so they're probably not used to seeing some of these bigger hitters from. And up to bat right now is
Luke Boyum.
Luke Boyum. And he's playing second base today.
He's playing second base.
Well, he's a big kid to be playing second base.
And he's a sophomore. He's pitched for us. He's played third base for St. Louis Park.
So he can be put anywhere. So he's a good guy to have on your bench. Big kid. And that ball is low, and Stillman's going to take third. He's a smart player, isn't he?
Heads up ball player.
Yeah. He knows what's going on. So that was a nice heads-up play by Stillman. So with 0 outs, Stillman's on third. So a fly ball.
The Rabbi takes 3.
The Rabbi takes 3, and he is 90 feet away from the first run of the game. All it's going to take is a fly ball. So 2 balls, no strikes to Boyum here. And he swings, fouls it off.
He wants that pitch back.
Yeah, he did. So he looks confident up there.
I can almost see his eyes from here.
Yeah.
And we're behind him.
Yep. No, he can feel his energy. He's engaged here. He's got that bat on his shoulder. He lifts it up right before the pitch, and he reaches for that curveball. Nice pitch there by Jack Carlson, I have to say.
Yeah, fooled Luke there.
That was a big curveball. Nice job by him. So it's just 2-2 now, even to Boyum. Jack Carlson taking a little extra time on the mound.
I'm surprised he hasn't called timeout.
Yeah, there you go. I agree. I don't know if I couldn't tell if he was not agreeing with the sign. I think that's probably what it was, a little disagreement with the catcher on the pitch he wants to throw. Okay, here we go. And curveball swung on right to the third baseman, DeYoung, and that's his third put out over there. He has been solid.
First baseman, Connor Cornell.
So that'll bring up the top of the order. The first baseman, the tall, lanky Connor Cornell. Just 1 out. Stillman on third. As this game is shaping up to be a pitcher's duel, this 1 run could be critical.
I have a prediction. I think things are going to start to break out here for St. Louis Park.
It's starting to trend that way, isn't it? Okay, so first pitch to Cornell. Curveball for a strike. Nice pitch by Carlson there.
Yeah, he's keeping them on their toes with that first pitch curve.
Well, he's throwing those curves for strikes, and if you can do that, you're going to have an advantage as a pitcher, I would think.
Yeah.
Just a little low there, so 1-1 to Cornell. Outfield, yeah, they are just a tad deeper than they were for the
center
first couple
fielders. Center fielders
yeah,
way in.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? And another curveball. I haven't been paying attention, but he's throwing a lot of curveballs, isn't he?
A lot of curve, a lot of off-speed stuff. But
Yeah.
you know, listen, if they're not hitting it, you throw it.
Well, curveballs can be hard to hit if you're not used to them, that's for sure at this level. So, okay. Another curveball. And wow, what a throw.
He's safe at first.
Safe at first.
Yeah, Connor's got some wheels. You know,
Yeah.
we've used him bunting an awful lot, and he's beat out those bunts. So it doesn't surprise me that he made it, that he beat that out.
And that kid, DeYoung, made a great throw.
Great
There's
throw.
nothing he could do.
Nope,
Look at that.
Great throw.
That kid is talented, and he on the thing, he weighs 130 pounds. He's 5'7". That kid is really good. Okay, but yeah, Cornell just beat him out. He is uncannily fast for as tall as he is.
Yep.
Okay, so one on here, one out, and that brings up the number 3 hitter, I believe. Or no, the number 2 hitter. It's Johnny Sorensen, the center fielder.
Johnny So-So.
That's his nickname?
So-So.
So-So, I like it. Okay, so Johnny So-So looks at the first pitch here, and that was called a strike.
Seemed a little low, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he presented bunt, so maybe that
We don't have our
distracted.
we don't have our center field camera today, but we can tell. Okay, so ooh, that was close.
It's a nice move by the pitcher.
Yeah. His
That
body
was
language
close.
just walked back was look
Ooh.
at that. Oh, he did catch him leaning, didn't he?
Ooh,
I think he got back just barely, but that was a good move by Jack Carlson.
great move.
Yep. He hides the ball well with his kick leg, I just noticed there. And if you bring a curve and you can hide that ball for a split second, that makes it a lot more tougher for the hitter, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's going to have to be careful, though, because if he's got a high leg kick, and if he keeps throwing that breaking ball, St. Louis Park should be able to steal on that.
And they're going to start hitting it.
Yep.
Because once you get the timing down on that curveball,
Yeah, the second, third time through the lineup, they're going to start
yeah,
sitting
swinging
on that.
yeah, and then that's when the ball starts sailing. Okay, so 1-1 here to Johnny So-So, and that ball is outside and low, 2-1. One nothing. I think the winner here plays the winner of Wayzata, Minneapolis South. And Court, you were telling me that St. Louis Park beat the #1 seed Wayzata earlier this year.
Yeah, we had, we had Little League Day that day. We had a gorgeous day, and it was early, and who knows, boys, teenagers are teenagers. It was a Saturday game, and it was Johnny Sorensen, the batter, had by far his best pitching.
So who are the normal starters for the St. Louis Park Orioles?
Well, we got Riley Dvorak, who's
Yep.
playing right now. We got Johnny Sorensen, who's batting. Luke Boehm is pitched. Jacob Stillman. It's really been hit and miss. It's kind of a hodgepodge. You kind of got to do that.
Oh, there's strike call on the outside corner. So now 3-2 to Johnny Sorensen.
See if he comes with off speed on a full count. I don't know.
He's been throwing it for strikes pretty regularly here. That's fastball, I believe, but low, and Sorensen protecting the plate. And he reaches on the dropped ball by the first baseman. Lack of concentration there.
Took his eye off it. I think he was looking back at the runner on second base at the last second.
Yeah, he really didn't need to worry about him at that point. He was going to get to second. I was about to say that he at least advanced the runner to second, but now with the air, it's runners on first and second. And now the #3 hitter, Riley Dvorak's up.
Yep, and you know what I've noticed throughout the season, teams getting little errors, and things just kind of go downhill after that.
Yeah, it is. And these are young kids. They haven't faced a lot. Some have. We don't know their individual stories, but adversity and sports events. It's as you get older, you learn to shake those things off, I suppose, a little easier.
Yep. They're making plays defensively. Things obviously go a lot smoother.
Yeah, that's true. It builds confidence, momentum. So, okay, Riley Dvorak has a chance here with Julian Shadle on deck. And swung on, and it's gonna be nice catch there. Wow.
Great catch by the first baseman
That
there,
was
robbed him.
unbelievable. Number 7, Aiden Schwob. And a big round of applause.
Done. He reached
Yeah.
up right over the fence.
Look at that. That is Sports Center top 10 tonight. Honestly, they should send that into Connecticut. That's a great, great catch.
Great catch.
Nice job by that young man. He was not fazed by that fence. So now 2 outs. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, and he's a lefty, so I mean,
Yeah.
he reached right over. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. Okay, Shadle takes low, and that's going to allow Cornell to take third.
Johnny Sorensen goes
Or
to
excuse
second.
me, yep,
Yeah,
Johnny
Cornell,
Sorensen
you're
goes
right.
to second. Cornell on first, Sorensen on second. So Shadle has a chance to really make it hurt with 2 outs.
Cornell on third.
Or excuse me, Cornell on third, Sorensen on second. Shadle at the plate here with 2 outs. Pitch from Carlson, curveball. Wow, called that for a strike.
Yeah, I think, Robert, he's thrown more curveballs tonight than
Yeah. We do have a camera out in center field. I'd like to see that replay and see where that is. Because I'm watching it live. I'm not watching on the screen. And I thought that ball was inside. But like I said, our angle is not the best. Okay, so 2 balls, 1 strike to Julian Shadle. He's got a chance to score 2 here with a base hit possibly.
got fast runners. Johnny, ball hit out to the outfield. Johnny should be able to score.
It certainly looks like it. Okay, pitch on away. That looks outside. 3-1. So Shadle is chomping at the bit here. Although, if you're the pitcher, Court, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world if you give up first base to Shadle here, then give him something good to hit.
Yeah, he's a contact hitter.
Yeah,
so
I
he
would
throws
not
it.
want to give him anything good here. Ball right down the middle, and Shadle just a little in front of it.
Just foul. Not the pitch you want to throw him.
He's got a quick bat, doesn't he?
Quick bat.
Yeah, and he just has a nice disposition about him. You can just sense that he'll be a pretty good Division II player for Morris out there. That's a baseball school out there too, I think it is.
Yep, baseball school.
He's got that open stance, so 3-2 to Shadle. Big opportunity here for St. Louis Park to get a couple runs. Curveball in the dirt, and Cornell's gonna take home easily and on the pass ball.
Yeah, I think he's gone to that curveball a little too much, Robert.
It seems to be, what, 80% of his pitches?
At least.
Yeah.
At least. I mean, in this inning, it's been 95% of his pitches.
And it takes more energy to throw a curveball. You can't keep doing that all day
Well,
without
you're
getting
making-
tired,
You're
right?
making it hard on your catcher.
Yep.
As you saw from that last one.
I agree, yep. And I think it's hard to throw those curveballs all the time.
So Julian's gets to first base. Not much of a running threat, but
No.
he's got a nice fastball.
Yeah, he does. I'm surprised he doesn't use it more. Looks like there might be just a little bit of movement on it too. So they won't play the game where you steal second, get caught in a rundown.
No, well,
Everybody's
there's-
too smart for that ploy these
Well,
days.
there's 2 outs right now, so
Yeah.
there's really,
It's not, yeah. With 1 or less, that's the better play.
and having Shadle at first base is not the guy that you're going to be playing.
No, they
games
might
with.
tag him out anyway, yeah. So up to bat now is number 7,
Shea Pekarik.
Shea Pekarik, third baseman tonight, and he looks at ball 1. So the count is 1-2 to him. Runners on first and third. Jack Carlson, starting pitcher, was cruising for the first couple innings, but running into some trouble here in the third. Throws another curveball, and he just puts the bat on it in a nice, easy play from short to second for the force out.
Nice pitch. Got him with the curveball.
Yep, so that's the end of 3, and it's 2-0 Orioles, and we'll take a break.
Introducing a breakthrough in time management technology. A whole new day of the week. It's called Someday. Ingenious. Perhaps someday you were going to go skydiving. Enter a hot dog eating contest. Maybe ride a mechanical bull. Now, it's on the calendar. You may want to retire someday. Ready for that? You'll really want this. A My Social Security account at socialsecurity.gov. You can estimate your future benefits, plan for your retirement, and how to save for it. If you already receive benefits, you can manage them online. Millions of people already have a My Social Security account. In fact, someone opens one about every 6 seconds. Get yours today, because someday is here at socialsecurity.gov.
All right, welcome back to Dakota Park. I'm Robert Christensen along with Court Ryan, and we had
technical difficulties.
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties on location.
It's all me, Robert, not you.
Okay, thank you. So just to bring you up to speed here, we're in the top of the 4th, and the first batter was number 6, Sean King, and he flied out to Johnny Sorensen. The next batter got on with a wild pitch on a 4th ball count.
Third strike.
Third strike, that's
so
right.
He struck out, catcher dropped the ball, and
the throw to first was not in time and
Yep.
off the mark. So Washburn has a runner on first, and up to bat there is number 26, Clark Amon, and he gets a ball down in front of the right fielder out there.
Sam Hunt didn't have a good
Sam
break on the
Hunt,
ball.
No, he was a little slow. It might be because of the dark. You know, it's getting to be a little
Right
dusk.
fielder,
I think it'd be hard to pick up a ball in this sky
Ariel.
here.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
As it
Well,
gets,
I've
as
tried.
It, as it gets dark out there,
I'm a
these
Sam
lights are
Hunt
tough.
apologist.
Yes.
So anyway, the ball gets down. So the net effect here now is Washburn has a little bit of a threat going here. First runners on first and second, 1 out. And John Arlo is up to bat. Number 22, there he is. So a chance for Washburn to try to, whenever,
Back in the game.
yeah, whenever I played baseball or I played adult softball after my high school career, but if the other team scored, you wanted to just get a run back that next inning just to let them know you haven't gone away. I kind of equate it with tennis. If you break serve, if you can break right back the next time, then you can kind of neutralize the momentum the other team had. So Washburn would like to get a run here, I think. The ball is in the dirt.
By Mobley.
Yeah, nice stop. So 1-1 the count to John Arlo, senior for Washburn. They're not really holding the runners on here at all. Oh, time called by the infield umpire. Not sure what that's for.
I think the pitcher called timeout.
Oh, the pitcher stepped off the rubber, okay.
Yeah, Riley Dvorak.
So they clean the plate.
That's good.
Is that what Dvorak was stepping off for? Do you think he...
No, he something was on his wrist.
I see. Okay, so that ball outside. So 2-1 to number 22, that man right there, Arlo, for Washburn. And that ball is also low, so 3-1 now. Runners on first and second. This is a big pitch here, I would think. He certainly doesn't want to load him up, Court.
No, I think this is a batter. You just got to throw a
Nice
strike, and I think
pitch.
he's going to be fine.
Yeah, and he had no trouble throwing that strike.
No.
Sometimes these pitchers can outthink themselves, huh?
Yeah.
Just
Seen
get
it
back
all.
there and throw it. Because that was a nice pitch he threw, and he threw almost the same one, and that ball is nicely fielded by
Touch the
Pekarik.
base, Nice
He went
play,
for the
Jay.
tag, and he goes, what do I need to do this for? I'll just run it
Exactly.
down to third. Nice play.
Nice play. Saved,
He
possibly
saved,
a
he saved a
potential
run. I think
Yeah.
he did. That ball, I think, would have been, they would have had a play at the
Jackson
plate.
Beasley.
So big second out. That second out is huge now for St. Louis Park.
Yeah, let's see if that that ball out in right field comes back to haunt Park.
Yep, so Jackson Beasley steps in. Number 5 for Washburn with 2 outs. A runner in scoring position. And nice pitch there by Dvorak. 2 strikes, he's up 0-2 now with 2 outs. What do you expect here for a pitch? He's gonna just come after him, or is he gonna give him something off? He's got to
I hope he comes in with a fastball. I think if he comes in with a
take him right now.
Take him right now.
And he did do that, and the ball is hit right to the second Boyum, and nice fielding play by him over to first Cornell, and they get out of the mini jam. I wouldn't say it was that serious, but they had a runner in scoring position with 1 out, so nice job by Dvorak getting out of that.
Nice ball by the catcher. I think he had to come back with the fastball. You know, they get a little too predictable in high school with fastball, curve, you know, and I think the kids are sitting on that.
Yeah.
So I like that call. Nice high, kind of on his hands. He didn't get much of that.
Yeah, it was a little bit more inside. It wasn't exactly where that prior fastball was.
Yep.
So nice job by Dvorak.
Forced him to swing.
Yeah, forced him to swing. So they get out of that, and the Orioles have a 2-0 lead. 4 hits total in the game. We do have a pitcher's duel going on here, don't we?
Yep, we do.
So Jack Carlson comes back out to pitch the bottom of the 4th. He struggled and gave up 2 runs in the last inning, bottom of the 3rd. So we'll see if he can right the ship here this time around, or if he's going to continue to struggle. So as you notice, he was throwing a lot of curveballs, and I think that was good advice that he would start to throw more fastballs, because what I've seen of his fastball, it's pretty good.
Yeah, yep, I agree. I think he's got to incorporate. Now these guys are coming up and seeing him again, and
yeah, they're going to start seeing him for the, what, 2nd or 3rd time now?
Well, this right now where we're at, they're still seeing him for the 2nd time. We get to the top of the order, it'll be their 3rd time around, so.
Yeah, you get the timing down. A lot of factors, right? You're playing. And it is a really, really nice night to be playing.
Oh, it's absolutely perfect.
It is perfect.
Well, in Minnesota, you got to be prepared for any weather.
I can remember some games when I played in high school, so cold. Early April, in the rain, in the cold.
Yeah, I was a tennis player in high school, and I mean, I think back then, you know, if it was above 35 degrees, we played.
Oh yeah, I bet. And they were all outdoors, weren't they, back then? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now steps in the catcher, Luke Modley, number 23, to lead off the bottom of the 4th against Jack Carlson. And they got 2 last inning, and see if they can build on that. The first pitch is swung on.
Third baseman's getting a lot of action
Yeah, he
today.
is, and he is delivering. That's at least his 4th put out tonight. He has got a nice arm over there at 3rd. He's really kind of fun to watch.
Ryan.
He's very confident, just his body language, the way he's very comfortable out there at 3rd. That is his spot. Nice job by him. So 1 out to the Orioles. And who do we have up here?
Got number 3, Brent Ryan.
Yep, that's your son. He looks at strike 1. So does he like high pitches, low pitches?
Yeah, usually likes that one he just let go by. So now he gets to face that curveball.
You're right, and he drills it through the hole between short and 3rd. Nice job.
Stayed back on that.
Shortstop.
Nice hitting there.
Nice hitting.
Stillman.
He wasn't phased by missing that, getting that first strike. Nice side. Lift that leg and right there.
Blind squirrel finds a nut.
Well, that looked. I'm gonna give him more credit. You're probably harder than on him because you're his father. That's your job. That was a nice piece of hitting, I thought.
We got the rabbi up again.
You got the rabbi up, following. Gotta believe the Irish Catholic, huh?
Yes.
So, all right, that's good. So, why can't we have world peace?
Right, right.
All right, so here we go. Stillman's up, and he had a nice hit his previous up-bat. There's a check on your son Ryan there at first. Is he a stealing threat sometimes?
Yeah, he should be.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see what coach gives him.
Okay.
Got a big lead.
Yeah, he does. I agree. Curveball, that is outside. Stillman now 2-0 to him.
Stillman with a nice stand-up double his last time at bat.
Yeah, he drilled that ball. He's dangerous.
Jacob's a good contact hitter.
He's got those relaxed wrists when he's sort of.
He's just a relaxed guy.
Yeah,
When he fields, he doesn't have a cannon of an arm, but he's very accurate. You know, he's the same on when he's pitching. You know, just throws strikes.
And he knows the game.
Yeah, doesn't overpower anybody. But the good news is, you know, he doesn't walk a lot of guys either.
Yeah.
You know, as we see, these walks in high school absolutely kill a team.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the outfield starts to get bored. They lose concentration. That's what I remember when I played outfield. It's like, oh my goodness, that's the fourth walk. Hard to keep your concentration. So that ball was low. I thought even Stillman looks at him on that one.
Yeah.
You can't in high school, but that was smart. I mean, he said something, oh yeah, he agreed with the ump, but that was a check on the ump, I think. Subtly done. I do like how loose he is. I think you play better. I mean, you can get too loose, but he just seems, you're right, nice and relaxed.
That's his personality on the field and off the field. He's consistent.
I mean, he's really loose on those wrists. Bang. Just missed that pitch, didn't he?
Yeah, just missed. You know, he didn't really seem like he was committed to that pitch either. It was late.
He's a little late on it.
Luke Boyum.
So Luke Boyum, he's got some. I think I saw him hit some hard balls against Benil the other night.
He's got some pop. I think he's struggling with the curveball. So let's see if he comes back with.
Did you say is he a sophomore?
He's a sophomore.
Yeah, so he's young.
You know, we got to start testing. I think we got to start testing this catcher's arm.
Yeah, and I mean, you have some speed there. Why not? Especially with a 2-run lead, it's not the biggest risk in the world.
Yep. You've got a guy with a high leg kick.
Well, it doesn't look like your son is giving the green light here at all. Looking over, is that the head coach then?
Yeah, the head coach over there, Brian Kelly.
Okay. So he's playing it conservative here.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little more.
Washburn thinks he's going to steal. They've thrown over there at least 3 or 4 times, I think.
They sure do. I personally would like to see a little more aggressive on running from St. Louis Park, but, you know, who am I?
Yep.
There's a nice curveball.
That was a nice curveball. 2 strikes now to Boyum in the hole here, 0-2.
Yeah, I think he's seeing, the pitcher's seeing that he's having a hard time.
Yeah, he's gonna. That was a fastball.
Fastball, yep.
Yeah, that was a good pitch by him. Good decision.
Yep.
Yep. And pops out to end the 4th, so no runs across for the Orioles, but they still lead 2-0. Riley Dvorak is coming back out to pitch the 5th. Is he someone that would go the whole?
Yeah, I mean, listen. We at this point, we don't have anything to lose. If we win the game, we got to play #1 seed Wayzata. So I think they're gonna, you know, they'll probably come with Johnny Sorensen against Wayzata. He pitched the first time against them. If they get through this game, and Riley hasn't thrown that many pitches.
So you're saying Minneapolis South has no chance against Wayzata?
You know what? No, I'm not saying that. And you're right. That good correction, because listen, hey, St. Louis Park got it.
Oh, did Wayzata win earlier today? Yeah.
Yep, the winner of the game will play Wayzata
at Wayzata, yep.
Friday at 4:30. So
Wayzata beat Minneapolis South 18-0.
Wow.
Wow. So there you go. And you know, St. Louis Park beat Wayzata earlier in the year.
Yeah. Yep. We had a, you know, I mean,
they've only played once.
They've played 1 time.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be a great rematch if St. Louis Park holds on here today.
Yep. We'll see what happens. You know, anything is possible with, you know,
so
with
that's
these
that Friday in Wayzata. Huh.
Little change of venue, home field advantage.
So that first game was here.
The first game was here.
I have not been to Wayzata's field. Is it a real field or is it artificial turf? Doesn't Minnetonka have an artificial turf baseball?
Minnetonka does. Yeah. I don't think Wayzata. No, they're on a real field.
Okay.
If memory serves me correct, but I just turned 50,
I think that's
so
right.
I'm getting, you know, I'm starting to get things mixed up already.
I understand. So that ball is popped out, so 1 out. That was #4 for Washburn. Jack Carlson, the pitcher.
Will
So nice start
Harlow.
in the 5th inning here for Dvorak. He's only given up 2 hits here. So he's cruising, and that brings up number 2, Will Harlow, who has reached base on both his at-bats. First time he was hit by a batter, and I don't remember exactly how he got on first last time, but I think it was a drop third strike, and he reached first. Maybe it wasn't him, maybe it was someone else. I think
he had a ground ball hit.
Yeah, I think that's right. So he's on base percentage is 1,000 tonight. And boy, that was a big fastball by Dvorak, fouled off by Harlow. He wanted that pitch, Harlow.
Big cut.
Yeah, it was a big cut. So now he's in the hole with 1 out, 0-2. And the delivery is fouled up, but Mobley's having a hard time finding it. Dvorak helps him, and Dvorak.
Yeah, he got up, he had no idea where it went.
I do think this guy got enough white in it where that
It's
ball
tough.
can be hard to pick up.
And our lights here at St. Louis Park are tough.
Are they in tough positions? Maybe they need an adjustment, huh? You have to pay somebody some money to do that.
Yeah,
probably,
who do we call?
I don't know.
We call Frommer.
Who's Frommer?
the other guy that does ParkTV.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
I've never met him.
Oh, you wouldn't forget him.
Okay.
Shout out to Frommer.
All right, that sounds good. I can't wait to meet him. All right. Ball swung on, fouled off to the right. Up to bat right now is number 12, Carter Wendland for Washburn. Yeah. So he has 2 outs, 1 strike, nobody on. Pretty much straight away, center in the outfield, maybe shading, the right fielder shading to the left a little, and that ball swung on and fouled off to the right. If I were the right fielder, I'd start to move over to the line.
Well,
that's after I'd see those 2.
Yeah, Coach Kelly just made a little minor adjustment, but I don't think enough.
He moved over about a step or 2, but I'd move over another 3 or 4. If I was, he is not going to left field.
I think he's coming. He's gone fastball. I think he's going to try to throw maybe a little breaking ball in the dirt. What do you say, Robert?
Yeah, I think that's with 0-2, and he's fouled him off. Clearly, he's trying to protect the plate, which is kind of how you're taught.
He came in with a sidearm delivery. There's a first.
The only sidearm pitcher I remember in the pros was a guy named Kent Tucolvi.
Kent
Tucolvi,
of course.
From the Pirates. Yep.
There's the
wow, and you got him. Look at that pitch. That was beautiful.
Yeah, great
nice pitch by Dvorak.
You can't forget.
Look at that. He is fired up too.
Boy, you just took me back to my childhood, Kent Tucolvi.
Oh yeah. And you know the colors of the Orioles are similar.
Well,
to the Pirates, aren't they? They're black and yellow.
Well, that's orange. But
that's orange. No, they're not the same.
Yeah.
I said similar, not the same. Similar. Black.
Yeah, I think Tucolvi, back in remember the old hats, the flat top hats and
the
lines on them.
Yep.
Oh, those were the cool hats when I was I was 1976. I would have been 9 years old.
Yep. I was probably about 10 or 11. So yeah, and Chicago had hats like that for a while too. Maybe not the White Sox. They had those weird uniforms.
Yeah.
That was in the early '80s.
Yes.
So Jack Carlson comes out to pitch the 5th, and why not? He's only given up 3 hits, 2 runs.
We got a little royalty I see here in the crowd.
Let us know, who are these people?
Well, there's the rabbi's dad, Marty Stillman.
I see the resemblance, actually.
And right here we got Paul Wiggin. That's Johnny Sorensen's grandpa. He is the
guy with the glasses.
With the guy with the glasses,
right,
yeah. He former Stanford football coach, actually. Played
head coach?
Yeah, head coach
at Stanford.
I
did not know that.
Yeah, I think he's still on the Minnesota Viking honorary coaching staff. And,
his name now rings a bell.
Paul Wiggin, yeah.
Paul Wiggin, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, longtime Viking coach.
Yes.
Wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
All right, we got the Rocky theme song going, and the top of the order.
Yeah, Connor Cornell.
So Connor Cornell, this is the 3rd time now they're going to see Jack Carlson, aren't they?
With the third baseman is back as far as he is, I'm surprised he's not getting the bunt call because.
Yeah, you were telling me earlier he can reach.
He's a bunter and a good one at that.
Yeah, DeYoung out there, but he's been stellar at third base. And curveball from Carlson misses.
Yeah, he's starting to, you know, now that you watch the, you know, Carlson, you're starting to see that curveball and starting to pick it up a lot sooner.
Yeah, he's getting a little tired, I think. And
nice
that
take,
ball
nice
is
take.
low, yep. That would have looked good at first, I would think. An inside ball.
Yep.
Slow, but he laid off of it. So 2-1 to Connor Cornell. And that ball swung on and nicely handled by the shortstop.
Oh, he made it a close play,
yeah,
though.
he does have a speed.
Center
Here's
fielder,
the replay.
Johnny
Yeah, the shortstop
Sorensen.
took his time after he got the ball.
He got a
took
nice
little
hop
stop.
there, yeah. Well, he was aggressive with the ball, and good things happen.
Yep.
Yep, beat him by about a half a step. Nice play, nice effort by Cornell, but that records the first out, and that brings up the center fielder, Johnny Sorensen. And that first pitch,
Boy.
see, from my advantage, I thought that looked outside.
Yeah, it did look outside,
But again,
it, you know.
I'm not there. So anyway, no balls, 1 strike to Johnny Soso, and he is out, unassisted. I think that's the right call. It was close. I don't think he trapped it. I think we'll hopefully have a replay. We do not have a replay. From my vantage point, what do you think, Corey? It was close.
Yeah, it was close. I think the way his, you know,
I mean,
the
he
way
came in with this,
the way his glove was, it wasn't.
He wasn't underneath. He
Yep.
came on top of it. Yeah. But I couldn't say it was clearly the wrong call. So.
No. We got the guy, the other ump all the way over at first base, so that's a call by the home plate ump. I think it's the right call.
Yep, so that brings up Dvorak, the third hitter, and our pitcher tonight for the Orioles, and he takes a fastball from Carlson, strike 1. Curveball now in the dirt, 1-1. Carlson has some speed. I just listened to the way that first ball hit the glove. I mean, there was some pop to that ball. I'm surprised you're right, he doesn't throw the fastball. There's another fastball. Dvorak pops that up to
missed
center.
that.
Yeah, he did just miss that, didn't he?
Yeah, he just missed that ball.
Yeah. And the center fielder hauls it in for Washburn, and it's 1-2-3 for St. Louis Park in their half of the 5th.
Boy, we are moving along. We're through 5 innings in an hour and 15 minutes, roughly.
That has, it's a pitcher's duel. There's only 5 hits.
Well, listen, this is where things went sideways against St. Louis Park and Vanilde, so.
Yeah, and I did, as I was talking about, and I noticed that because they started to struggle in their last game again, and I thought, uh-oh, this might be a pattern. And I didn't see any reason for it.
Yeah, we had the same problem after that against Kennedy. You know, we had a doubleheader, and or actually, excuse me. Yeah, maybe it was. Yeah, it was Kennedy. We had, you know, we ended up finishing it, but it was a lot closer than it should have been.
Yeah, you can tell you're at a Minnesota baseball game. Look at those folks. They got blankets still.
Well, there's Glenn Sorensen. He's got he wears
that's
that.
That's his dad?
Well, yeah, that's Johnny Sorensen's dad right back there in the big long jacket. He wears that spring, summer, winter, and fall.
Well,
shout out to Glenny in that jacket.
Yeah. He's got the.
He's got the winter. I
on.
think he's got the choppers on.
You can't blame him. It's going to be down to 48 degrees tonight, I heard.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's springtime in Minnesota.
Ah, good old Glenny.
Yeah. So, and his son is just a junior, too. Is
Yeah,
that right?
Johnny's a junior as well.
I predict good things next year for this Orioles team. And is Liam, he's also a junior?
I believe he's a junior.
Kid pitched well the other night.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Top of the 6th. And Dvorak still on the mound, and he is facing for Washburn. That is number 11, Jake Garrison. And he swings at the second pitch, and a nice Sunday hop to Stillman. And
just doesn't throw it hard, but it's accurate.
yeah, he gets it there in time, you know.
Center fielder, Sean
Doesn't have to look pretty. Get it done.
He does the same thing when he's playing third. You know, he's right on. He's got great footwork. So he gets to that ball, and
look at that. I mean, that you're right. That just lobs in there, but you know what? It's accurate. Who cares?
Yeah, and out's and out.
He's the Billy Kilmer, if you remember that quarterback, right? He delivered the ball for the Redskins back in the 70s. Okay. First pitch, Dvorak, very efficient here in the 6th inning.
Sorensen calls off Ryan.
Sorensen, yep. So bang, just like that, 4 pitches, 2 outs, and
First baseman, Aiden.
Dvorak's really cruising.
Yeah, it's good for Riley. You know, if he can get through this inning with minimal pitches, then he's going to probably come in and finish the game. But they're tough on the, you know, and I can't say that I disagree with this whole pitch count rule.
What is the pitch count rule?
Well, I don't know
I'm
the
not
exact,
familiar with what that is.
Well, the idea is, you know, too many kids are getting hurt. Too many injuries.
Right.
You know,
I'm familiar.
We play the sport in very cold weather in Minnesota.
Yep.
So the coaches got together and put a limit on the amount of pitches and the time in between. I don't know exactly what those numbers are, but the time in between that they pitch their next game, depending on how many pitches they throw. It's
to save their arms.
It's to save their arms. I mean,
it's to save them from themselves, because they're going to do what their coach wants
They're
to do.
going to do what their coach
wants.
wants.
So the coaches really are putting the restraint on themselves, because they're the ones that make the decisions.
There's got to be, you know, the smaller schools. It's tough. It's a lot harder on the coaches because
they don't have the numbers.
They don't have the numbers. It really benefits the larger schools But you know, listen, I've got an older son that had a shoulder injury, so and it's not
from
good.
playing baseball.
From playing baseball and tennis, and it's still, you know, he's out of high school now and played college tennis, but he's done playing college tennis now.
But now he's an adult and he wants to recreate, and he's got an injury he's got to deal with.
Exactly, that's stuck with forever.
Yeah.
And you know, most of these boys are not going to be playing.
No, pro ball.
You know, or college.
Yeah, right. And they're really good, too. That tells you how good you got to be to play at that level.
Yes.
Designated hitter,
So there's a base hit for
Amon.
Washburn. Nice swing there, and in the hole between first and second, and Boyum was even playing over and deep, and it still got by him.
Yeah.
He's not a natural second baseman.
No, he's not.
He's
You
not
know,
quick.
No, the feet aren't quick. You know, he's solid. Ball
But he's a
comes
good player,
down.
don't get me wrong.
Oh, no. The ball, you know, his range isn't as great as Shea Pekarik, but playing third right now, who normally plays second base. But, you know, he's solid. He'll make the play, and that's, you know, a hit's a hit.
That ball was hit well.
Washburn,
I don't think a speedy second baseman would have had that
No,
anyway.
that ball was hit well. It was right
Aaron.
in the perfect hole there. So,
Yep,
okay,
I
so
agree.
Washburn's got a man on, but 2 outs. And they are getting down. They got 4 outs, and this game is over for them. So they need to start getting it going here. So in steps in Clark Amon, 6'4", 190, big kid. He swings at the first pitch from Dvorak, strike 1.
Let's see how Riley handles this pressure now with 2 outs. You know, he came in again in that Benilde game.
Yeah,
he came
that
in
game
cold,
was-
little different scenario, but nevertheless, let's see how he finishes this inning.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure on that game, I think.
Yeah.
Benilde's the big rival, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
the Highway
yeah.
100 rival, I would think. Oh, big pitch inside. I
we
like
don't-
that pitch, though.
And that's what got Riley in trouble. He hit a couple of batters. Actually,
Well, he hit the batter to
bring in the winning run.
Yeah, and that guy, he was the starting pitcher who got rocked early.
Yes.
And I thought it was ironic that, and his first batter of that game, his second baseman had an error, and then that was an unbelievable game. All right, that's swung on by Amon. So 2-2 with 2 outs. What kind of pitch do you think is going to come here, Court?
You know, I think you should throw him a breaking ball. Just watching this kid swing, I think it would be a good.
And taller kids have a harder time with breaking balls, don't they? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
So much room
The
there.
runner on first is not taking much of a lead.
No, not at all.
You know, so let's see what he does. Yeah, Mobley's moving to the outside. Ooh.
He went for that outside corner, didn't get that call.
That's a call I've
I
seen.
know.
A third strike call I've seen
it too.
all year long. So
3-2 here. This is an interesting pitch here. And that ball's high, and he lets him go. So there's a walk. So this is what we're worried about.
Here we go.
Yep. So I can see even the expression on Dvorak's face. This is where a coach should come down and really settle him down. Say,
Yeah, that would be nice.
you got this. This
Yeah,
is no
exactly.
big deal. I think
Exactly.
this
You're
is
one
more-
out away. And
Yeah. Hey, forget about it. You're a good pitcher. Let's get this guy. 22. He's meat. Let's go.
Mhm.
So that number 22 is John Arlo, 6'2", 190. Another big kid. Oh, here's the brackets. So Wayzata won today. Oh, you already know that.
Right fielder,
Our producer
John
Paul Broden is on top
Ariel.
of it. So Wayzata has advanced. And if St. Louis Park or whoever wins this game is going farther west, down 394 to play #1 seed Wayzata, but that would be a great game because St. Louis Park beat them earlier in the year. I think there's all kinds of drama there.
They stopped by the catcher, Luke Mobley.
Yep, that was a nice stop. That's right, with guys on first and second. It's those little things that wins games too, isn't it?
Oh,
Because if they advance, he gets a base hit.
yep.
All of a sudden it's
It's a tie
tied,
game.
and it's only because he stopped that ball. Good pitch by Dvorak there, inside, strike, tough pitch for the tall 6'2" kid. That's a tough pitch at the knees inside for
Yeah,
a tall
that
guy
was-
like that.
Tough pitch.
Yep, nice pitch by Dvorak. So 1-1, and that ball, he brings the heat, but low, so 2-1.
Yeah,
Start
Dvorak he's short-arming it a little bit. He's not,
Yep.
his velocity's come down a little bit. A little
Yep,
tight, little
he's- well,
pressure.
Yep, it is. It's, and he's been down this road too, and he doesn't want it to happen again. All right, pitch on away. Yeah, he is tightening up a little bit, I'd say. That is
Runners
clear.
Pass ball, runners advance.
So, do we have anybody warming up? It looks like someone's over there.
Somebody's warming up. I'm not sure who it is, but
I mean, do you make the move here at 3-1, or I suppose you got to finish this guy out? Yeah, there's who's warming up over there? Can you tell, Court?
I can't.
No, no
let's see
number.
here.
Looks like a big kid. Yeah, he's got a thing on. So anyway,
that's Jack Elias.
Jack
But
Elias.
he's the one that threw out his shoulder.
Nice pitch by
That's a
Dvorak,
tough
but it's
play.
swung on. It's going to be tough. I think everyone's going to be safe on that, and that is true.
Got to charge
And
that.
that's by, yeah, the infield is slow.
Yep.
They did mow the grass because it rained for like 6 straight days around here, but it's still a thick grass. This is a slow infield. And
That's a ball you got to charge.
You've got to charge it or the ball plays you, right?
Yeah, he let it play him, and by that time the runner got to first.
So Washburn gets their first run here with 2 outs. And in steps in number 5, Jackson Beasley, another big kid, 6'1", 170. Runners on first and third, and the first offering from Dvorak is just misses inside, 1-0. So Washburn now has 4 hits, and they're stealing second, and the throw is faked. And they tried to get St. Louis Park to bite on that, but they were wisely let the guy go. But that means there's 2 runners in scoring position here.
He's got to get the ball. He's got to throw a strike here.
Yeah, he's got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners in scoring position here late in the game. So the infield umpire
Why is he calling timeout?
I think they're going to call that a no pitch. I can't read his lips. I have no idea what that was about. None.
That was an odd call.
I don't know what it was, but it's 2-0, and Dvorak's going with the windup here.
That was a balk.
That was a balk, and
yeah, well,
they've got to make a substitution here.
Yeah,
no disrespect to
I think
Mr. Dvorak.
that last, the ump calling timeout in the middle of his pitch, that was an odd call. Really odd
call. Now
call.
it's tied. Yeah, I don't know what that was, and that concerns me. I've seen that in other games I've broadcasted. Like, I don't know why the umpire's calling time here. And that ball is hit to Dvorak, and he grabs it with his bare hand and does get the out to retire Washburn, but not before they score 2 runs with 2 outs to tie it up, and will go to the bottom of the 6th tie 2-all, Court.
Yeah, Robert, I don't know. I'll tell you something. I think Dvorak was really shaken up when he called timeout in the middle of a pitch that he threw a strike on, and I'm not quite sure. The batter didn't call timeout. The home plate umpire didn't call timeout.
I didn't know what that was.
It's odd that the guy, the ump in the infield calls timeout. What would be a reason for that?
And it was either at the game I did here earlier this week, or late last week, or the Manil game last week. The umpire called timeout 4 times, and I could not understand what it was for.
behind the plate umpire?
Behind the plate umpire. And I don't remember which game it was, but it was one of the other ones. It was like, I'm not sure what.
Yeah, a lot of times the batter will call timeout
No,
without
I know
the
what
signal.
that
He
is.
may,
Yeah.
No, I know, but they sometimes don't use their hand and they say timeout.
Yeah.
And we can't hear it. So
That's true. That's true.
there is that. But
I don't know what that was, especially from the infield umpire. But nevertheless, Dvorak looked,
yeah, he was shaking
good
up.
kid.
Something distracted him.
Yeah.
It almost looked like he questioned whether or not he should be pitching from the stretch.
Yeah, he did pitch from the windup, which
We
I
pitched from the
understood.
wi-
You had
yeah.
guys on second and third. No one's stealing on
Maybe
you.
he second guessed throwing from the windup and thought he maybe, there was runners on second and third. Who knows?
So are they going to bring him out for the next? We'll see.
I don't know. I'm not sure who they have.
What about that left-hander Liam?
He won't be coming in.
He won't. Yeah, he doesn't play anywhere else.
No.
God, I really like that kid. I was so impressed.
Game of his life.
I guess.
We got a barn burner here.
Yeah, we do. So, well, it's number 4 versus number 5. So the people that make the seeds at the Minnesota State High School League or wherever has that power. But here comes Julian Shadle. Boy, just looking at him makes me, if I'm an Oriole fan, it's like, hey, it's going to be all right. We got Julian. He looks so steady up there.
Yeah, he's been solid all season long. He's struggled a little bit with the off-speed stuff, but
well, he gets that one, but right to the shortstop, and he makes the easy throw. Washburn is really good fundamental in the infield, I've noticed tonight. They're pretty tough.
Yep.
They're not the biggest kids in the world. They're all a little, I think, the Orioles are bigger kids, but.
No, the pitcher's done a nice job of keeping these guys off balance. I mean, we've.
Yeah, you can't argue with his results, can you? He's
No.
only given up 2 runs and 3 hits. And when he throws the fastball, he's got some speed on that thing, it looks like to me. We don't have a gun, but.
So we're in the bottom of the 6th, is that right?
Bottom of the 6th. 1 out, nobody on, and up to bat is Shea Pekarik. And I feel like I've said that name before in other sports around here. Has he got a family of athletes, or maybe it's just him?
No, it's just him. He's
okay.
Shea's a solid hockey player.
Okay, maybe that's where I saw that name. Okay, fly ball, left field. Easily brought in by Washburn.
Yeah, as this game, if it goes when the sun comes down, that outfield's tough. The first go around against Benilde, we had 3 can of corn pop flies that the outfielders just simply lost.
Yep.
They just lost in the lights.
Yep. And that was here or there?
That was here, the first time.
First time they played. I think it was 9-3. Benilde won that game. There's another nice throw by DeYoung at third base. That's probably his 6th or 7th play tonight.
Solid play.
Nice play. So the Orioles go down quickly here in the bottom of the 6th. I do feel like they've lost a little bit of their mojo here.
Oh, yeah.
And that is a pattern, isn't it?
Yeah, Washburn's pattern. It is. Oh, this is interesting. Jack Elias is coming. He's the one that hurt his. It's an interesting call by Coach.
I would do that.
He's a senior. It's interesting. Jack is. This is an interesting call. Let's put it that way. Let's see if he can throw some.
We're talking about, what's his name again?
Jack Elias. Oh, for St. Louis Park? Yeah, this is the senior that hurt his shoulder against that I thought was out for the rest of the season. Apparently not. He's the one that blew out his shoulder in right field against that Benilde game.
Well, he blew out the shoulder with his glove hand.
With his glove,
so he can throw.
He can throw.
Yeah. He really doesn't need his glove hand, right? I mean, there's been one-handed pitchers in the major leagues, right?
Yes,
I mean, they only need one. So
he's tough.
He looks like a tough kid.
Yeah,
I thought
he's
so
a bulldog.
Yeah, and when he dove for that ball, even knowing he had a shoulder issue, he still dove for it.
If he just stays calm and doesn't get too hyped up and throw strikes, because he's a power pitcher. He's got a lot of.
I can see.
A lot of juice.
Look at that curveball in the warm-up there. Yeah, he looks, boy, I have to admit, that was about a week ago when he wrecked his shoulder again, and he is
That's nice comeback.
That's a guy
by
wanting
Jack.
the foxhole with me is this guy right here, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He looks like a good teammate. Yeah, I can tell though, if he can just stay his emotions under control.
Yep.
Things don't go well.
Yep, things start to go sideways. You know, we got to get this first batter. We can't, Jack can't walk any batters, Robert. That's the big thing.
Gets to him?
Yep, it gets to him, and I think,
well, he's going to fake Jack Carlson, who is the pitcher for Washburn. And
for Minneapolis, Washburn at the top of the 7th. Pitcher.
So Washburn has Jack Carlson going against
Jack Elias.
Jack Elias. So
The two
Elias,
Jacks.
The two Jacks. It's great drama here again tonight at Dakota Park. 2-2 playoff game. It is double elimination though, tournament, isn't it? Wow, that ball is struck. First pitch. I'm watching Elias right now.
Hey, he threw a strike. You know, the guy had a hit. It is what it is.
Yeah, the momentum has shifted here, Court. Just a
Yes,
little
it
bit.
has.
Washburn's
I can
starting
feel
to
it.
feel confident here.
Courtesy runner for the Millers, number 16.
I think we're probably going to see a bunt here, Robert.
Yeah, they put a pinch runner in, so they got some speed. That is, I think, number 17 out there.
Yep,
16?
we got Riley Dvorak back at shortstop, Jacob, a.k.a. Rabbi Stillman,
He's
back
third?
at third.
Yeah, that's his natural position.
That's his natural position.
Yeah, because he can have that thrower, because the ball gets to you so much quicker at third that you can have that nice, easy throw.
Yep.
Okay, so in steps in number 2, Will Harlow, who has had a good night at the plate. Reached base at least 2 out of 3 times. No outs here. New pitcher in.
Ooh, goes with the curveball. Nice pitch, Jack.
Yeah, got that called for a strike. That's got to build a little confidence. So
He didn't
0-1.
square on to bunt. I'm surprised that Washburn's not trying to advance their runner.
Yeah. And that ball swung
That's a
on
hit.
down the right field line. That's going to get down, and that is going to send the runner on second. Does not take third. That shocks me. I think that's a base running error for Washburn.
I don't know. He got it in pretty quick, Robert.
Yeah, he did.
That
I
would have
guess
been,
so.
you know what? There's no outs, no
Well,
sense.
that's a good observation. Let's see.
Yeah,
So the
yeah,
runner
he
did
hesitated.
hesitate. He doesn't have a lot of speed, though.
No, I'm surprised.
I'm surprised they put him in there.
Yeah, that was not great base running by the Washburn runner, because he hesitated, and the right fielder had no chance on that ball.
And he came in for, who was that? Harlow? No, Carlson. So if a pitch runner comes in.
Yeah, courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Yeah, courtesy runner. Oh, so the pitcher can still come back and pitch. So you're
Yes,
not out of the game.
You're not out of the game.
I think when I used to play high school baseball, you were out. Can't remember that rule.
The courtesy runner? No,
Maybe.
that hasn't changed.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you just wanted to put a faster kid in there, you don't have to have an injury reason
Yep.
or some phantom hamstring issue or anything. All right, so the manager comes out. What do you think that meeting was about? What we're gonna do
I
here?
think, yeah, where they're going to go
if
with
it's
this.
hit here, we're
yeah,
doing this.
yeah.
Everybody keeps
If he
those-
lays down a bunt, who's got, who's covering third, who's covering
Do you
second.
expect a bunt here, Court?
Well,
Carter
I think,
Wentland is up here for Washburn. Yeah, go ahead.
I think conventional
Well, they're looking
wisdom,
for it. The third baseman, Stillman, the Rabbi, and
Connor Cornell.
Connor Cornell. Nice alliteration there with that name. Yeah, they are looking for the bunt, and the middle of the end, there it is. The bunt attempt is fouled off to the right, so strike one to
Keep throwing that
Carter
curveball.
Wentland. Yeah,
Harder to bunt that curveball.
Middle of the infield is in double play depth, though. They would love a ball like that. Actually, a strikeout would be the best thing right here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be ideal.
So, all right, from the stretch, Elias in relief for Dvorak, who's at shortstop, and that's a curveball, and called a strike, and they're going to try to throw him out.
Oh.
Gutsy throw
Gutsy throw by the catcher,
Luke
Mobley. but
with the game kind of on the line.
Yes, gutsy. We got
I like it, though.
We got 2 strikes on the batter. Nice curve. Way to come with the curveball. Smart. That's
Yeah.
coming from the catcher. So
And he was pretty far off, and that number does not have a lot of speed. Number 16 for Washburn. And that is another curveball. I like that Elias is throwing those. Well, now he's got 2 strikes, so the bunt is out now, I get. Well, they could try, because if it's fouled, it's an automatic
it's
out,
automatic
right?
out. Yep.
But with 0 outs, you might still want it, because you can still come and bunt with the next guy. but I doubt that's going to happen here.
You know,
so.
it's.
Let's see here. Doesn't look like he's going to bunt. Nope, he's swinging away.
Strike
three. Nice pitch by Elias. Big strikeout there. Huge out. That's
Second baseman,
huge out.
Nice job by Elias.
Garrison.
Now we got the lefty. He's been making solid contact tonight, number 11.
Yep, number 11.
He's making contact, so let's see what happens here.
That's Jake Garrison. He's a junior.
He's hit the ball between short and second. He hit a nice deep ball his first at bat. It was you know, an out to the outfield, but he's making nice contact today.
Yep. So here we go. Lots of good drama, and that ball is outside, so 1-0. I really don't think they have to worry about the runner on second too much. And the pitch is
Foul ball.
Foul ball, left field.
A little late on that one.
Yeah, a little late. So nice pitch by Elias, evens the count at 1-1. Go ahead run on second for Washburn with 1 out. The 1-1 pitch is a curveball
Nice
swung
pitch.
on, and
Nice
he gets strike 2 on. A good hitter there, number 11 for Washburn, Jake Garrison. So now we got the righty to the lefty. Wouldn't really want to give him anything too good here, would you?
No, I think he's got to come in with a breaking ball. I think if he throws him a fastball, this kid's making contact today. He's seeing the ball really well.
Yeah, he looks like he's an experienced hitter. So yeah, I would throw the breaking ball as well. So playing at normal depth, and that ball looked like a fastball to me, but it's popped up short left field, gives way to the left fielder, who grabs that at the knee.
Oh boy,
That's your son. Nice catch by him.
Boy,
well,
oh
he
boy.
was distracted. You got the lights, and he didn't grab that till his knee.
No, because I
Here's
think
the replay.
Riley was calling it. Riley was calling the ball the whole way.
Well, that's excellent concentration by Luke there. Look at that. Right bang.
The last second.
Yeah, he got out of the way. You know, these kids don't communicate like they should, do they? Are they too afraid to talk?
I think
we used to yell it out.
We can't, you know, they're best friends. So,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know what kind of communication was going on
Well,
there.
it worked out. Because
Yeah.
your son never hesitated. He had his eye on the ball the whole time. Nice second out there. Dicey play. So 2 outs now, and in to bat for Washburn is Sean King. Senior with 2 outs, runner in scoring position still, and the curveball in the dirt. Nice save
stop
by
by
Mobley.
Mobley.
Yeah.
Big hunkin' junior moving over.
I think Elias just needs to maybe slow it down just a little bit. Take a deep breath now.
Yep.
You got 2 outs. Things are better now. We're not as and nice pitch. And he gets that strike call.
That was a late call by the home
Yeah.
plate ump, and
We'll take it.
yeah, Park will take it. I'll tell
Park
you.
will take it. So that was, I thought it might be a little high, but it was a good pitch.
Yeah.
A lot of zing on that pitch. The 1-2 delivery is a curveball. Another one in the
Another
dirt.
nice
Boy, he
stop.
is making Mobley work tonight.
Yep.
He owes him a McDonald's hamburger or something here after the game for that one. That was, he saved him twice here. So 2-2, even count. And that ball is low. 3-2.
Oh boy, we got a barn
Boy, we
burner
got
here.
drama here.
Runners are going to 3-2, 2 outs. Runners are going to be going on the pitch.
3-2 to Sean King, and that ball's over the head and a walk. So now the bases are loaded. All right, if I'm the St. Louis Park manager, I'm out of that mound right now. That pitch was
You know, I think right now.
way over the head.
Yeah, I think less is more. You know,
Really?
I think sometimes you can overcoach, and
That's true.
Knowing the personalities on this team, I think.
Well,
He knows what
knows
he's
what
got
to
to
do,
do.
and he saw what happened. You don't need to go out there and tell him.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
My only thought would be just to try to calm him down a little bit, but that pitch was
Yeah, we just got to, you know,
full Durham-like,
got
right?
another lefty up here, and he's been making contact too. The lefties on Washburn have been making good contact on the ball.
Okay, so up is number 7, Aiden Schwob, and he has had a nice game at the plate. So 1 ball, 0 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 7th. 2-2 the score, bases loaded. And swung on, he was on that pitch, he just missed it.
That pitch, just missed it, Robert.
Yep, when they're fouled straight back, they're right on it timing-wise. They just missed it by a little bit. So 1-1. From the windup now, Elias. Pitch on away. That looked a little tight there.
Yeah,
2-1.
looked really tight. You know, he's starting to, he's not as loose as he was the first 2 outs,
He's got a lot of pressure on him here. Tie game, playoffs, at home.
Rear back, Jack.
Now take a deep breath and just have some fun here. Okay, the 2-1 offering to Sean King, and that ball swung on. Nice pitch. He took just a little bit something off that pitch, it looked like to me.
Yeah, you know, he's...
that was a good pitch.
That was a nice pitch.
He's got to bring that again. So 2-2, the count even, bases loaded. Pitch on away. Curveball just missed. He just missed that.
That was a tough one to take, Robert.
Yeah,
tough one to take in this situation, boy. I've seen that go both ways.
Yep, 3-2 and quick delivery, and they're stealing home. Swung on and missed. Boy, the runner on third almost got there before the ball.
Yeah.
But if it's a ball, he walks in. If it's a strikeout, it's over. So I don't know. He really doesn't need to get that. Because even on a force out, if you cross, it still doesn't count. Wow, this is great drama. I have to say, all the games I've broadcasted,
yeah, well, you know,
the last week here have been
coming
really
down to coming down the last innings, down to a pitch.
It's great sports entertainment. Okay, here we go, Elias. 3-2, 2 outs, runners running. Curveball, loses him, forces in the go-ahead run. That is unfortunate for Elias.
That's 2 runs now. 2 runs now that have come in on ball 4.
So that is tough. Looking over at the bench, St. Louis Park, doesn't look like the manager's going to come out. He gives a couple claps of encouragement to Elias, and in steps in Clark Amon. And that first pitch. Anybody warming up in the Oriole? I can't tell.
Can't tell if anybody's...
There might be a ball I see being flipped around, but hard to tell from our vantage point. So, Orioles here need to get a...
it doesn't look like anybody's warming up in the St. Louis Park bullpen.
I don't think so. And if they were, who would you expect?
You know, your guess is as good as mine. I think if anybody comes in, it's going to be the Rabbi.
Okay, wow. He can do everything.
Right here. I think what's going to happen.
Here they go. Here comes the manager. And they are pointing to
Shea Pekarik.
Shea Pekarik at second. So I think that's a good move.
Yeah.
Elias came in, pitched well early on, then gave up a couple of unfortunate base runners there, and the Orioles need to get an out. So here comes Pekarik to warm up. He's a righty. What can you tell us about? Does he pitch very often?
Shea's pitched as he's pitched as well. He's hasn't been a starter, but he's he's come in relief and done a heck of a job. He's another, he throws strikes.
Yeah. Well, that's what you want. I mean, especially they just walked in a guy.
Yep.
Put the ball in play. You got good defensemen behind you. Let them make a play.
Now pitching.
So Shea Pekarik. So who goes to Elias?
Elias is going to second.
He is a tough kid. I saw that shoulder injury just the other night.
He's played quite a bit of second base this year.
Is he a hockey player too?
He was a hockey player.
With those shoulders, he can't do that now.
Yeah.
All right, so he's at second. Connor is at first still. Stillman, the Rabbi, is at third. Dvorak's at short, and the outfield is still the same.
Outfield is...
Boyum, where did he go? He's on the bench now?
Yeah, Boyum's on the bench. It looks like, he's got Sam Hunt in right, Johnny Sorensen in center, and Brent Ryan in left.
Well, you can see heavy clouds, but no rain, and those clouds are not moving. It is pretty still here. There's the crowd. So who is Derek Keller? This is called Derek Keller.
Yeah,
Do you know who that is?
Derek Keller was an amazing baseball player for St. Louis Park. Went on to play baseball for, you know, I'm not sure where he played in college.
Okay.
A University of Minnesota school, and unfortunately, Derek passed away. He had cancer at too young of an age.
All right.
Yep, he was a freshman in college when he was diagnosed.
How long ago was that, would you guess?
Let's call it 4 years ago, 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yep.
So
great kid. The field, you know, is named after Derek, and
I see that. Yeah. Well, they got a nice tribute. I mean, beautiful scoreboard out there.
Beautiful scoreboard.
Yeah, it really is nice. All right, so
Heck of a shortstop.
that's what he played.
Yeah.
Did they retire his number 12, or I doubt they did, or that's just his number out there?
Yeah, I don't think they retired
No,
it.
I don't think they do that in high school.
They might, you know.
Maybe, you never know. Okay, so on the mound is Pekarik, and he's facing Clark Amon. The bases are still loaded. 2 outs, 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Amon.
Tough to come in with 2 balls.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, this is where we need a steady Freddie, and nice pitch there. Amon wasn't anywhere near that pitch. He looked a little tight on that swing, actually.
Yep.
Arms didn't get fully extended at all on that swing, and the pitch, another curveball, strike call,
Nice.
and nice move by the manager. 3 pitches basically, and strike.
Now we gotta hit the ball.
Got to hit the ball. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Orioles down 3-2. If they want to stay in the winner's bracket and go get Wayzata on Friday, they got to get a run here to keep the game going. 2 to win.
1 run, 2 hits.
And there is a meeting there in front of the dugout with his team. And what do you think the manager's saying here?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I don't know. Just go hit the ball, kids. Let's go.
We got Jack back on the mound. He's kept St. Louis Park to 3 hits.
Yeah.
You know, there hasn't been, you know, St. Louis Park hasn't hit the ball solid all night long.
No.
You know, there hasn't been one solid hit.
I guess if I was a manager, I'd say, look, this is fun. Come on, let's go have some fun. We're down 1. Let's go win this game.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, let's be relaxed. Let's go. Hey, this is right where we want them. You know, let's come back and beat these guys in the bottom of the 7th and have some fun. So who's coming up here? Number 3 for St. Louis Park is Jacob. No, that's your son. I keep forgetting his number. I'm sorry. So
Robert.
Brent Ryan's I apologize. So Brent Ryan's gonna lead it off here, and that's good.
See how it goes. He got a hit his last time at bat.
Yeah, he did. Right down between third and short. Yeah.
Yep. Come on, Jack. See what he brings.
Yep.
He's got the outfield playing really shallow.
Well, that left field line looks wide open.
Ryan.
And when I used to play left field, I used to like to guard that line. And that ball swung on, and he pops it up. Yeah, he did just miss it. And he swung at a good pitch, but that's the put out. The second baseman got back nicely. They are well fundamentally, they're really good, solid fundamentally. Yeah, Washburn, I'm impressed. So, okay, so that brings up, is that the Rabbi?
The Rabbi's up. Let's see what Jacob can do.
Just the kind of kid maybe you want up here, just to maybe get a base hit out there, get something going here. And the first pitch is outside.
Yeah, Jacob actually hit the ball. We had 1 solid hit. He had a nice stand-up double.
Yeah, he probably had the best hit for the Orioles today.
Yep.
Yeah, he crushed that one. So, and he's steady. He's not going to be daunted by the moment. Curveball, strike, but Stillman, it's like he expected it.
Yep, he was taken all the way.
Yep. So 1-1. Curveball. Oh, I thought that missed inside, but that was called a strike. It was a good pitch. It broke really late too. So 1-2 to Stillman. 1 out here, bottom of the 7th. Orioles need a base runner badly. And that ball's low into the dirt. Good eye by Stillman.
It's too bad he didn't swing, because the ball went past the catcher. Probably could have gotten on first.
That's true.
In a bad way.
No,
but.
yeah, well, hey, it's within the rules. It's all good. So he is on, and on deck is Elias, I believe.
Yep.
Bad shoulder and all. I am impressed that kid is even playing. And the pitch, and that is going to be down and
that's
in the gap, and all the
nice
rope
play.
cut off. Will he get second? Nope. Wisely holds up, and that's got to bring some. Wow, Stillman, he is steady, isn't he? He's mature beyond his years, it seems to me.
Yeah,
Just nice
Jacob's
job.
solid.
Look at that.
Stayed with the pitch.
Yeah. A little more pace on it, but boy, the outfield really slowed it down when it hit. So that brings up Elias, and he's a big kid. What kind of hitter is he?
You know, it's been hit and miss. If you know, it.
I mean, he looks like he could pull that right out of here if he wanted. He looks big and strong enough to do that.
Yep.
So if Jack Carlson makes a mistake here, game over. So the tying run is, and they got a pinch runner in there for Stillman. Probably not a bad move at all.
Oh, let's see who this is.
Yeah, can you see the number down there?
I don't see him on.
Come on, Jack.
I can tell you from here. Sledge, Aaron Sledge, I believe,
Aaron
number
Sledge,
21.
yeah, I think that's what it was. So Aaron Sledge comes into pinch run. So 1 out here. Count is 1 ball, 0 strikes to Elias. And whoa, nice move by Carlson, but
yeah, he's got a heck of a move for a righty.
He really does. It's quick. Yep, boy, and he is. And there's another
move to first.
Yeah, Jack Carlson's impressive out there. If you know he's going to home, though, he does have the big leg kick and you can jump. But if you don't know, he's got a big lead there, Sledge, and he goes back 3rd time in a row.
He almost throws the ball harder to first than he does to
Yeah,
home.
I agree. Oh, now he's getting heckled by the Park fans, and that's good. Throw it to the pitch, throw it home. All right, and he will go home this time, and that's high and inside. So 2 balls, no strikes. The drama continues here. So Sledge on first.
See if he'll be taken here on 2-0.
He got back there.
Oh, yeah.
So 2-0.
It's a nice move.
Yeah, it is a really nice move, especially for a right-hander like that. So here's from the stretch, the pitch on away, swung on, off the handle, and in play, and that'll be a put out unassisted by the first baseman for Washburn, and now 2 outs.
Connor Cornell.
And it's down to Connor Cornell. Needs a hit here, or it won't be over for the Orioles. There is a loser's bracket. They will play, if they don't get the lead and win this game, they play, not sure who they play. Probably the Minneapolis South is probably the loser of that game. So they would probably host a game here on the 26th, which would be Friday at 4:30, right back here. But if they win, they'll go to Wayzata on Friday at 4:30. So no balls, 1 strike to Connor Cornell. Needs to get on here to keep the Orioles' hopes alive to win game 1 of the playoffs. Up on deck is Johnny Sorensen, the very athletic center fielder.
Like to see Johnny get up.
And that ball's high, so Jack Carlson might be feeling a little bit of the pressure here.
He's been solid all game.
Yeah, he really has. So 1-1 the count here to Connor Cornell. And that ball almost gets away. Nice job by the first baseman. Look at that nice camera angle. Oh man, he just saved that.
Big at bat for the senior, Connor Cornell.
Yeah. Oh, he laid off that pitch and he called it a ball. I believe he did. That could have. So is it 2-1?
Looked high.
Looked a little high, yeah. So 2-1. Great baseball drama. Pitch on away, Strike call, nice pitch by Carlson. Tough one to lay off of. That was right at the knees. Fastball, 2-2 now. Swung on, and that is probably going to do it unless they lose it in the lights, and the second baseman gets the third out, and that ends the game. St. Louis Park had a lead, 2-0 lead, and let it get away in the top of the 6th and the top of the 7th, and they let it get away again.
It's been consistent, you know.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we talked about it and it happened, Robert.
Yep, so next game for St. Louis Park will be Friday back here at Dakota Park against, I would think it's going to be the team Minneapolis South that lost to Wayzata, so they're not out of it, but they're going to have to make a run in the losers bracket. So nice broadcasting with you, Court.
Absolutely,
nice to meet
Robert.
you. And for Paul Broden, our producer, and Court Ryan, I'm Robert Christensen. Have a good night from ParkTV 16 Sports.
Court with a Q, out.